Hey everyone, it's Andrew Wynd here, Foot and Ankle Physio at Freestyle Feet. Today we're going to talk about Morton's Neuroma and share our top 3 tips on how you can solve a Morton's Neuroma. So first of all, we want to know what is a Morton's Neuroma. And pretty simply, it's a growth around the nerve that runs between our metatarsals. Now the most common spot for that is between the 3rd and the 4th metatarsal here. That's what typically we refer to as a Morton's Neuroma. It's nothing to be too concerned about. It's a benign growth around the nerve, and typically we will hear patients describe burning, so really nerve symptoms, so burning, tingling, and typically you'll feel that underneath the foot. Another common thing to look out for as to whether you may have this is the feeling or sensation of a stone or a marble underneath the foot or stuck in the shoe. That's a common clinical sign as well. So if you're experiencing any of these sorts of symptoms, really importantly, go and get checked by a professional, so a podiatrist or a physio or a chiropractor maybe, or your GP if they've got a special interest in it. So definitely go and get checked out. So if you do have a Morton's Neuroma, the good news is there's lots that you can do about it. I'm going to show you our top 3 tips right now. Tip number 1 is to avoid any really narrow shoes. The clinical test that we do to confirm a Morton's Neuroma, and if I can demonstrate on this foot here, is a squeeze test. And what we do, I'm going to do this to Jess's foot in just a second, is squash the metatarsals together and squeeze them together, which will compress the nerve. And there's something called Mulder's click, which is a little click where there's irritation between the sites of the metatarsals here that causes an audible click. So we grab the foot and I apply some pressure crossways like that. And if this was symptomatic, Jess would be saying ouch right now, and that will often reproduce her pain, and it will cause sometimes, not always, but an audible click in there. Now keep in mind there are a few other diagnoses that can cause similar symptoms. Metatarsalgia, bursitis, but essentially we're all talking about the same thing. There's compression in the forefoot. So this clinical test is what we use to compress it. So it makes sense that we want to avoid any narrow shoes and footwear that would further compress that and put pressure on the nerve, increasing the symptoms. So tip number 1, avoid any narrow shoes. Following on from that, tip number 2, toe spreaders. I've got a set of flamingo feet here. These are silicone toe spreaders, and we pop them on like so, and you're going to be able to see how these simple devices decrease compression through the forefoot, in fact through the whole midfoot as well. So we slip these on, we pull them right down, and simply putting them on. These are wearable, so flamingo feet you can walk around in, that's the whole point. We want to keep these on for at least half an hour to start, and then we want to build up to ideally up to 4 hours. And we really start to see rapid changes when patients are wearing these during the day in wide shoes or in bare feet or socks, wearing them around. You can see what's happening to the foot there, that we're reducing compression through here on those nerves and reducing the Morton's Neuroma symptoms. So that's tip number 2, toe spreaders. Tip number 3, massage ball. If you haven't got one of these, this is a special silicone one that's actually quite grippy, so it grips underneath the foot. If you haven't got one of these, a tennis ball will suffice. And we put that underneath the foot and we roll backwards and forwards, around and around. So typically this will be done on the floor, and what this does is further reduce compression around here. It loosens off all the muscles and makes space between the metatarsals. So if I show you on the skeleton, you can see what's going to happen here when we massage through there. It opens up the gaps between the metatarsals, less pressure on the nerve, and that's tip number 3. So there are our top 3 tips. You can make some really dramatic changes, just avoiding the narrow footwear. That's tip number 1. Wearing your toe spreaders, that's tip number 2. We recommend flamingo feet, that's our product. Tip number 3, using a massage ball underneath the arch to further reduce compression. Try those after 4 weeks. Let us know how you go, and I think there'll be quite a dramatic change.